People already think the Snyder Cut is dumb, and people already think the Snyder Cut's the best. So it doesn't matter what anyone says.
Hi, I'm Tracy Brown with the LA Times, and I'm here to talk to two of the Times' biggest superhero film fans about the recently announced news that Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League is actually going to get released.
Well, I think it's one of those things where if you're online and you're already following a lot of the talk about it, you're going to develop a certain amount of curiosity, and I developed a lot of curiosity. As a fan of superhero movies, I'm kind of I'm easy sale. You're going to go see it because you just have to see what it looks like. Justice League, okay, maybe it wasn't everything it needed to be. There were moments, okay, Flash fighting Superman, okay, come on. You got to give me that. Mark, you got to give me that. You got to give me that at least. You told me you liked that sequence. Don't take it back. You told me you liked that sequence where Flash was fighting Superman.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine. All right. Selective memory. That's okay. I want to see what Zack Snyder intended with this dark future look, with the funny stuff with time travel, all the timey-wimey things, as Doctor Who fans might say.
Did you guys believe that this cut existed when it was just rumored?
It sounded like a rough cut. Like, hey, here's everything we shot. It's now on a timeline, and I can let people see it because none of the special effects are done. Nothing's done. It's just like, here's everything. And then Zack Snyder had to leave for personal reasons, and then they brought in Joss Whedon to fix it, or whatever you want to say, and that's what we got. Side note, poor Joss Whedon, he's just on the internet today, just getting reamed for no reason. He just did what he was just getting paid to make it more light. He was getting in there. He was trying to put lipstick on a pig. It was already a pig. Can't fix it.
I will say this: Zack Snyder, as a filmmaker, visually creates visually interesting stories. But let me not just say visual. Let's say he creates stories that work really, really well and cause curiosity and interest without necessarily having all the dialogue to go along with it. So sometimes you might have to find out you're explaining things later, but still.
I would care more about Justice League if they were putting Robert Pattinson's Batman in it.
Like if it was a new movie.
No, same exact movie, but just put Robert Pattinson's Batman in it. Spend that money to take Ben Affleck out. I say that, but I feel bad because I like Ben Affleck's Batman. He was done dirty.
I do wonder, done dirty. Specifically Robert, like what about Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman? What about it gives you hope for the recut of Justice League?
It gives me hope that it's presented in a different type of way of viewing. In the theater, in that contained space and time, after you spent $30 on a single person to have snacks and do all that other stuff, you watch Man of Steel and you say, wow, man, they really are trashing the city. I mean, really trashing the city. What happened to Superman taking the bad guys away from the city so that they don't harm the locals? What happened to Pa Kent? What was Pa Kent thinking in that moment? Those questions.
Yeah, you got to let me die from a tornado, bud. Hold back. Let me die.
I'm hoping editors come in and they help to try to reframe whatever's there with some sense of the vision, the visual vision in particular. And this apocalypse. He teased this whole dark side type thing. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see how he imagines something like that.
But you won't. You'll never get the payoff, though. The whole idea was, what was it, a 5-movie arc he wanted to do, where it was Superman turns evil at some point, and it was going to take 5 whole movies. DC's moved way past that. Like now you got Wonder Woman, which was good, and Wonder Woman I don't think would have existed in the way it did without Justice League sucking. You got Aquaman, which I don't know if I want to say Aquaman is good as much as like shocking that it exists. Like I watch it and I'm like, this is an insane thing that exists, and I'm so happy that it exists. And that wouldn't be here without Justice League being bad. And then you get Robert Pattinson as Batman because Justice League was bad. Like I think that DC is way more exciting since Justice League was a big pile of crap.
Justice League, I do not disagree. Disappointed to some degree. The whole sequence of Wonder Woman appearing at the end of Batman versus Superman was better than Justice League. Just Wonder Woman showing up and the three of them together. That last bit was all that was interesting.
I can't wait till the next Wonder Woman explains why she was so apathetic in modern times. Like here she is in her her first movie, and she's like, I'm gonna save the world. And then here comes Wonder Woman 1984, and she's clearly gonna save the world. Maybe she like takes the gold suit off and she's like, I'm just not going to care anymore. I was going to get on my Emirates flight. She got on an Emirates flight to leave, and then she's like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this.
I need to come back and save the world. You know what? That's within her rights to come back and say, I'm going to save the world anytime I feel like it. I'm Wonder Woman. I'm immortal. I can do that. I don't have my gold suit, but you know what? I'm coming back. And that's okay.
But she was going to leave on a wonderful Emirates flight. Emirates isn't paying me for this.
That was the
best
moment.
Was it Emirates? Oh, God. If it's not Emirates, some dude on Twitter is going to be like, this LA Times loser doesn't even know the flight that was in Batman versus Superman.
So the Hollywood Reporter had an interview with Snyder today. And in their story, they mentioned how they're not sure if the Snyder Cut will be released as a 4-hour director's cut or in like 6 separate like chapter installments. What are your thoughts on like what form it can take?
Let's say they do 6 parts. All that matters to me is they drop it all at once. Drop it all at once. I want to see it. I'm curious now. The internet has done its job of making me curious, not necessarily beating me up. And I think HBO is playing off the curiosity of fans like me who are like, okay, all this talk happened. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what Snyder's vision was. And let's go ahead and check that out and see if it plays. And we'll talk about it. We'll chop it up on the internet again, like we always do.
I'll admit here, I'm kind of just playing fodder because it's fun. I'm excited about a new Justice League just because it's such a insane story of why it exists. And my feeling on it is I want to see what was actually the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was never going to be 6 parts. It was always going to be 3.5, 4 hours. Like, I don't want them to change it. I think it's dumb, but I'm going to be very strong and firm that I want it to be his original vision. Don't give me 6 parts because HBO thinks they're going to make more money on it somehow. Like, give me 4 hours. I want to see what he was going to do. Give me the 4 hours. I want to sit for 4 excruciatingly long hours and see Batman old.
Grow more of this. Just hang back. Just grow more of this. Sit there. Let it happen. You know, I'm down. I would do that.
I don't want the Snyder Cut, but now that we're getting it, I want the Snyder Cut. I don't want parts. Give me the Snyder Cut. Matter of fact, what I want is for them to export the current timeline. Whatever that's on the Avid, I want them to export it where it has like hand drawing animatics and like those weird gray, like probably Superman being like a lot of this.
No.
Give me the Snyder. Give me the Snyder Cut.
Do you think the Snyder Cut will finally settle the age on like the debate about whether Justice League was a good movie or not?
People already think the Snyder Cut is dumb, and people already think the Snyder Cut's the best. So it doesn't matter what anyone says. Like it's a unique film in the sense that it's a film. It's a unique film in the sense that it's bulletproof. I don't even think the fans of it. It could come out and it could literally be Justice League, what it was in a movie theater, and then like an hour and a half of Superman farting. And you would have the Snyder Cut people being like, this is what we wanted. This we told you this was better. And honestly, I would join the chorus. If that's what it was, then I think it's better than any superhero movie ever made.
I don't want to put that on it. I don't want to put all that on it, Tracy. I will say this. You've seen Justice League Dark's animated movie. It's gotten good reviews. It's like a Days of Future Past Justice League type story. Check it out. It's really good. I'm hoping to see something closer to that. I don't expect that you can make miracles in the post-production room. Mark and I both do post-production. We do videos. We take them work and made it into other things. I don't know if you can do all that with an edit. Maybe you can.
I will break some news here. I'm going to break some news before we leave. I have sources that state that Superman's mustache will not only be back, but will be its own character. They're going to they're going to put it on his face and it's going to be able to come off as its own character.
On Apocalypse, that's what I want.
Yes, it's what we all want.
If you take it there and they take it there, that's all right. I'll take it. I'll do it.
Well, Robert, Mark, thank you. And for more coverage about what the Snyder Cut may look like, please head to latimes.com.
And put in the comments who's right.